And that would be the one and only Mr. Draymond Green, who returned to action last night for the Golden State Warriors. He promptly found himself getting a technical foul in his first game back after a 5-game suspension. Now, Draymond Green has said he will always play with passion and doesn't regret defending his teammates. So you know what he's going to do. He's going to be defiant. There's nothing surprising about that. I'm just surprised he uttered it out of his mouth the way that he did the other day. Take a look.
I don't live my life with regrets. Like I said before, I'll come to a teammate's defense anytime that I'm in a position to come to a teammate's defense. That's what a team is. You stick together through the good and the bad. And I take that to heart. I take pride in being a good teammate. That's when I step in here every single day, that's number one on my list, to be a good teammate.
He has no regrets. Listen, nobody with sense would try to derail the passion and the fervor that Draymond Green plays with. But you have now received 94 technical fouls in your career. 94. Okay? And so when you look at it from that perspective, something's got to change in that regard, because it's just not wise. And by the way, for those of you, because I was looking for this list right here, players with the most technical fouls in NBA history, let me give them to you. Karl Malone at 332, Charles Barkley at 329, Rasheed Wallace at 317, and Gary Payton at 250. Now, the game was different then, and we get that. Technical fouls, 16 in the season, didn't lead to an automatic 1-game suspension. So times have definitely changed. But because those times have changed, Draymond Green has to adapt to that. And I'm going to get big brother on Draymond Green right now, because I love the brother. And I think he's got a bright future beyond the sport of basketball, so long as he's careful. Draymond Green receiving that technical last night was bogus. That was an absolute nonsensical call by the officials. As Steph Curry proclaimed, he was right behind Draymond Green doing the same exact thing, but he doesn't have Draymond's history. So Draymond got the technical foul. Well, you know what that means? That means you're being targeted. And if you're being targeted, that means you're going to get more technical fouls. And if you're going to get more technical fouls because you're being targeted, that means the NBA is trying to use you to send a message, which ultimately means that Draymond Green, you could end up getting yourself suspended again come playoff time if you ain't careful. And we know at this particular juncture, it's very difficult, if not damn near impossible, for the Golden State Warriors to win without you. So if you're Joe Lacob, if you're Steve Kerr, you're absolutely right in taking the position that, right or wrong, Draymond's got to reel it in. And I'm going to say this on another level. There's so much that this brother has to give to the game of basketball that extends far beyond his playing days. What you don't want to do is be perceived as being so problematic that nobody wants to work with you when your playing days are over. Now, that might seem a bit far-fetched, but I don't underestimate anything in today's climate. So I want Draymond Green to be careful, because I want him to stick around and continue to bless us with his knowledge about the game, which he is fully capable of doing, and anybody who's talked to him knows what I'm talking about. But he's got to be careful, because he's being targeted.